Hi Aquarius, my name is Audrey Alison and this is your May forecast for 2014, and I'm excited to be here and making it through the eclipses okay. I hope you're all doing very well and feeling some of the release of the tension of the Uranus-Pluto square and the Grand Cardinal Cross and all of the activity of April. So May we have something a little mild, less hectic is happening in May. We have 2 Venus transits, pretty normal, and 2 Mercury transits, pretty normal if he's catching up with himself. So the first bit of action is on May 2nd when Venus transits into Aries. And this will be in your, Aries for you will be your 3rd house of communications. So Venus, the planet of love and money, supporting your speech, your writing, your study. You could have money for school now come through. You could have beautification of beautifying sibling relationships in the 3rd house. You have the support of finances for any type of local errands or smaller endeavors that you could use regarding speaking in public or writing or publishing, online websites, things like that. You have beautiful support for the 3rd house. And on May 7th, Mercury, planet of communications that governs the 3rd house, planet of communications goes into Gemini where it's most comfortable. Mercury going into Gemini is a very amazing placement, and Gemini being a fellow air sign like you are, Aquarius, this is a comfortable aspect for you. This affects your 5th house of creativity and romance and children. You can express your ideas to your children. You can, romance is coming out of you. You could write very amazing romance novels at this time if you're a writer. You will be able to express yourself very easily to your children and to your romantic partners. And dating, online dating would be an amazing feature of Mercury going into Gemini. Mercury will be there for most of the month until the last few days, the 29th, he'll transit again. So take advantage of that from the 7th through the 29th. Get that online dating profile going if you're into that. On the 14th of May, we have a full moon at 23 degrees Scorpio. Intense moon in the 10th house of career for you, Aquarius. So there could be changes in the 10th house. You could change up how you're doing your job, your actual job, reorganization in the company, which are always a blast to go through. That was sarcasm. So full moons will bring things to a head and illuminate some things that maybe haven't been seen in the 10th house of social status and higher career status and how people are perceiving you. There's something deep about Scorpio in the 10th. It's that give me 1 second here because I feel like this is coming through me. Full moon illuminating what might not be seen in this 10th house is a deep transit because it might shock you, the final result of this. Those of you who are very happy in your jobs and just going along, this might be sudden. This switch could be unexpected. So, and intense, but I like that it's putting you in another place. They're able to see things with different eyes. So don't fear the full moon, but accept the changes. You might eventually realize that's the best thing that ever happened to you. It might be uncomfortable at first, or you don't want to move over to this other department, or you don't want to take on the more responsibilities they're telling you have to. But ultimately, there's something hugely beneficial about it. More money or more recognition in the 10th. The spotlight is on you. On the 19th, Mars goes direct, and we have been waiting for him to do so. He's been stationed in Libra for an abnormal amount of time, 5 months now, and he'll be there for 7 months total, but we need him to go direct because Mars does his best work by moving forward and not slowing down in the sky. So we will now have the energy in your 9th house of higher education and faraway travel that could be implemented now for those of you who had to go out of the country during Mars retrograde for the last 3 months, I can guarantee there were some hiccups there, or you felt completely drained in the process, and perhaps you had to do rescheduling and different flights, and things weren't exactly working out. But Mars going direct on the 19th in Libra still in the 9th house will bring on more capability to learn if you're in school and take on more learning, even not necessarily school, but online courses or new forms of study or counsel. On the 20th, the sun goes into Gemini, and I love that because I am the last day of Gemini, first day of Cancer, but I love when the sun, it's starting to turn summer in the northern hemisphere, eventually getting closer. The sun is getting out more and more and more. So the sun going to Gemini for you, Aquarius, another air sign like you, is affecting that 5th house again of children and romance. You have a very light-hearted 5th house vibe, sector, which I love. It's light-hearted. May will not be as intense as April for you. And this 5th house is also affected on May 28th with our new moon in Gemini at 7 degrees. So this is all about romance, flirting, fun, kids, not taking things too seriously. You know, April was intense. It's time to just relax and shed some of that. You're going to be having a lot of fun and the supportive planetary energy to do so. May 28th, Venus makes her 2nd transit into Taurus. Taurus is your 4th house of home and family, Aquarius. So there's beautification of the home, renovation of the home, buying new comforters for the home, a new piece of art. Venus is love and money, so there could be new money coming into the home. But when I think of Venus in the 4th, I think of her making the home actually prettier, painting it, giving a good scrub down to the home. You know, talk about spring cleaning. That's what's up for Aquarius for sure, because you can get a lot accomplished with the support of Venus in the 4th house. Whoever's in the home, there's a very loving vibe. You know, with the 5th house activated too, you're having an extremely good relationship with your children at this time. So that's really nice. On the 29th of May, Mercury transits into Cancer. This will affect your 6th house of health. You could be talking more about health regimes, planning a health routine, but it's also pets. 6th house is pets, health, and daily routine and work, your 9 to 5. There's more communication about how you're spending your day. You also have the capacity to learn a lot more, to study. Mercury is local travel, short trips, and errands. It's also siblings. So let me see something. You could hear about siblings going through some health care at this time, needing to visit doctors or maybe get some checkups done yourself. Handle your routine, your scheduled, dental checkups would be amazing, because the 6th house is illuminates that as well. You just want to get all of your ducks in a row, it seems, with Mercury giving you the zest to get things aligned. You want to check off, okay, I got this doctor's appointment done, I saw this guy for my eyes, this one for my mental health. It seems like you're getting a lot accomplished, and I'm going to pull some cards for you and see what they show, and some astrological cards. And right now, I'm just not really feeling the urge to pull one. I want to do a little spread, so I'm pulling 4 cards, and I'll let you know what's up in a second. Okay, the 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. You've got a ton of fire for you, Aquarius. So, okay, 5 of Wands is the creative energy, and this is 5th house, and 5, get it? It's not kind of crazy how it works like that. But this card is about creative energy being expressed through the hands. For Aquarian writers, Aquarius, you are a brilliant sign. You're one of the smartest signs of the zodiac, so hats off to you. But you're an air sign, so your mind is very active, and your creative ideas are very easily expressed at this time. The Hierophant is that learning and the counsel. Could be 9th house, but it's also a part of the 6th, in that you need to learn and study, and could be in therapy at this time and listening to the wise words of a counselor, a healer. You know, it doesn't have to be psychological. It could be metaphysical. The Four of Wands is your relationship, or the one you want to acquire. It's in the current position in my spread that I'm doing here. I think these are related. There could be couples in counseling right now for Aquarians. Aquarians might be really able to work on their communications in their relationship. With the 5th house, it's romance as well. I feel like these are combined. Or you could be outside of therapy but healing from a relationship and finding ways of implementing the healing through yoga, through more metaphysical practices. Even, writing, journaling, getting it out, blogging, writing a book. Now, the 9 of Wands is passion and sacrifice, overcome with passion. You've made some sacrifices, Aquarius, for the sake of your children and for the sake of others is what I'm getting, for the sake of family and for the sake of children. I feel that you can use this month to finally maybe just pat yourself on the back for some of the things you've accomplished from January to now. You have a lot of fun and healing coming in May. So, it doesn't really get more positive than that. And I love that. So I love being able to share that news with you. Let me pull some astrological cards. And keep in mind, if you'd like a reading with me, that's just a brief little reading. I get into my clients. I get into other people's heads when I do readings too. So let's see. Ooh, this one just popped out. It's Sagittarius. Now, we don't have Sagittarian energy, nor do we have a similarity for you with this sign at all. However, the archer knows what he or she is aiming for. The 9th house, I understand. So Sagittarius rules the 9th house, not your particular 9th house. However, in the solar chart, astrological chart, it's the 9th sign. And that's activated for you when Mars goes direct on the 19th of May in Libra. Libra for you is your 9th house. But what this card means to me is that 9th house of philosophy and religion and faraway places is going to be poked out a little bit for you now that Mars has energy there. And you could book trips. You could think about going somewhere outside of the country, and you would be very well supported in doing that after the 20th or after the 19th of May. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Audrey Alison. You can find me at audreyallison.com and on Facebook at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Have a sweet day, Aquarius, and I'll see you in June. Bye.